So I want to let you know, first off, this video may have a lot of trigger warnings, and I guarantee you, for me, it's going to have a lot of trigger warnings. I grew up in a very abusive situation. My friend that's with me, she also grew up in a very abusive situation. So we're going to be talking about that and how that really connects us to like the holiday season. And a lot of people think like the holiday season is like Hallmark movies where everybody has the perfect saying and the perfect boyfriend and the perfect girlfriend and everything works out and everything is like happy, joy. The problem is that's not real life. That is so not real life, that we deal with so many like crazy things. And so one of the articles I was reading, and we were kind of talking about this, is like people that have learned like master survival lessons. And growing up in two abusive, different but similar abusive households, how do you deal with survival? How do you work through all of this? And she was telling me about a movie that she saw, and it was like, it brought up a lot of triggers for her of just like this abusive situations. And the holiday time frame is one where abuse is astronomical. The stress of the holidays is crazy. People wanting to buy gifts, parties, people in and out of your house, all of that kind of crazy stuff, bringing it into your home every day can really amp everybody's energy up. And it brings in more stresses. And usually one of the big stressors for most families is the money. Well, during the holiday season, you're buying more, you're shopping more, got to get a gift card for this, and I got to get a gift card for that, or I need to get a gift for this. And that just brings all of this up. But we really want to talk about kind of like, life is really a risky business. It really is. And most of the time, people don't realize how close to passing away you truly are. And I think that's kind of like amazing. Now, if you grew up in a abusive situation, you understand it can literally be in the blink of an eye.
Oh, yes.
Like literally just like a 1 second difference between them stopping to hit you so you don't die or you don't pass out or whatever else. Because a lot of times people are not really using like their brain when they're doing something like this. Now, I know we all at times we'll be yelling at the TV when we're watching a movie like, don't go in the room, the killer's in the room, he's gonna hurt you, don't say it this way. But it's one of those, so many times in real life, someone really wants to confront someone, and they're doing it when they're alone. They're doing it when they're by themselves, or it's just the front door. Now, growing up, for me, my front door was the thing I had more nightmares about than anything else.
Oh, yes.
It is like, once you walk in, because on the outside, that front door looks beautiful and perfect and all that kind of stuff. And on the other side, you don't freaking know what's happening. Like, is everybody going to be acting normal, but they're stressed? Maybe someone else is angry, pissed off, whatever, jacked up about something, on drugs, off drugs, alcohol, whatever it is. You open up that door and you never know what you're going to see on the other side.
You're not going to know if you're going to survive that night.
You don't know if you're going to survive that night. Am I even going to make it to a warm bed tonight? Like, literally, am I going to be fed tonight? Literally, you have no idea what's going to happen. And that's the part of that we want to really talk about, is that survival mode for most people can be overwhelming. But really, one of the things that you have to call on, now I call on this a lot because I'm a psychic, so I deal with a lot of energy, but I call in my archangels. I literally, when I would about to touch that front door when I was a kid, I would literally start calling in angels to help me to work through whatever is about to go on behind that door, because you never knew what was going to happen.
Yes.
When you open up that front door and you start surveying what's going on, one of the things for me is I would try to calm my energy as much as I possibly could. Because if I came in and I was stressed or worried about what was happening, that's amping me up before I even walk in. And so even if everybody else is calm, now I'm bringing in crazy energy and now everybody's going to amp up. So
you don't have to do this alone. You can
call in your angels. You can call in your archangels. And a lot of times, and we're going to go through this, I'm going to do another video on this, but a lot of times when you call in archangels to come in and help you, even your guardian angel, they're always there. You can always be like, you got to be like right freaking beside me. But you're going to feel something when you call in an archangel. You are going to feel an energy shift of like, almost like this peaceful calmness coming over you. You may see orbs or light out of the sides of your eyes, like just out of your side vision. You're going to be like, I think I see something. And depending on the colors of those could depend on which archangels are there for you. And you don't have to know like, oh, I call in Archangel Michael and I've got to call in this one. It doesn't matter. They're going to send the right angels for you for that time frame. Calling them in and work on you and your energy, because that's really the only thing that you can protect in all of this is your energy. The more you calm down, the more you relax, the easier everything else is going. It's kind of like one popcorn can make everything off balance. You're the popcorn that's going to make the difference. So first off, calm your energy down. And if that's taking several breaths before you get to the front door, taking a few moments to just like relaxing my energy before I walk into this, that can make all the difference in the world. But I will tell you, one of the things that growing up for me was to hide. I hid so many freaking times. And I would literally lay in bed at night and think of all the amazing places I could hide. And there are some of them that you, especially when you're a kid, you're like, I can hide under the closet, the clothes in the closet. That's a great one, but eventually they're going to figure it out. Literally, I would hide in boxes. I would literally hide under the bed. One time I literally took the pillow out of the pillowcase and hid myself in the pillowcase on the bed. Like I was master. I'm like, we're talking like ninja master. I can hide from people. One time I climbed underneath our sofa, and I mean, we're talking, I was a small child, but there was only like 8 inches from the carpet to the bottom of the thing. And I slid underneath there and I stayed there for like several hours. Hiding outside, hiding away from things. And it's one of those, I literally, as a child, had hidden food outside. I had hidden socks outside because I never knew when it was going to be safe to be inside or when it was safer to be outside. So being prepared is a miracle, but also understanding what are you going to require? What is it that you're going to require? And a lot of times it's keeping your energy calm. It's keeping your mouth shut until it's the perfect time or you have to say something.
Staying out of the way.
Stay out of the way. And it's one of those, like literally finding the best place where you can kind of like blend in your energy. Now, I blended in so much to this day, it's hard for me to wear bright colored clothes. It's one of the reasons why like people are like, well, you very rarely wear like bright reds and oranges. And I'm like, that's like a freaking neon sign. Come get me. Heck no.
On triggers.
Like it's one of those beiges, plain colors, blending in the best I possibly could was my ninja powers, because if not, it can get crazy really fast. And if you're the one who's pulling out that attention, you're going to be the first one to get hit. You're going to be the first one that's going to get yelled at. You're going to be the first one that's in the circle of the violence.
Yes.
And so you were also saying, what was the movie on Netflix?
It Ends With Us.
It Ends With Us. Now, she was telling me a little bit about this because I'm just like, this is crazy energy. But it's one of those, if you really want the violence to end with you, you have to get out of the situation. You cannot expect someone else to walk away from a situation. So many times people go, I want my husband to change. I want my kids to change. I want my dad to change. My mom to change. No. If you want real freaking change in your life, you have got to do it. And that means you need to move you into a situation where you feel safe. End of story. Yes. This is it. Like you can't go.
You have to end it.
You have to end it. You have to move to be in a safe place. And it's one of those, and I tell you, people tell me this all the time, well, why didn't you say something when you're growing up? I did. Every person I possibly thought I could get away with telling, I told, it never ended. So many times, and now the whole energy has changed since I was a kid, but it's like, tell people that can help you. Tell people that police officers, school teachers, priests, pastors, whatever it is, they are legally obligated to bring you into a safe situation. So if nothing else, make sure you get into a safe place, especially during the holiday season. This is super important. I thank y'all so much for joining us, and I know you're going to be watching the next video because we're going to talk about some other things. Talk to you soon.